When I started, I was the heaviest I've been. I was constantly tired after lunch, ready for a nap. And as a teacher, I just was very cranky all the time. And I just kind of wasn't helping my body the best way that I could have. I needed Zyrtec to get through my allergies. My hands and feet were cold all the time. My anxiety levels were really high. I struggled with simply talking with adults or even like ordering something at Starbucks, but I feel so much better now. Every time I ate, I felt like I looked a lot heavier than I was. I was having very smelly gas and constant gas. It just kind of made me feel worse than I already did. The acne, wouldn't get breakouts so much on my face, but on my back, and they were a lot more on my back where I wasn't crazy about having my back shown. But since cutting out everything, I have one or two spots and that's it.
What were your cycles like?
They were pretty decent. They were a 28-day or so, but they would vary a lot. I never really had a good predictor of when they were going to happen. They just kind of showed up. And then sometimes they were 5 days, sometimes they were longer, sometimes the cycle itself was longer, or I was supposed to have a period and then I'd get stressed and that would mess with it even more. So now I'm much more consistent. Having to give up food that I like so much. I had such a big sweet tooth prior, and having to give up any sort of sugar was kind of a big deal for me. Same with gluten. I was started doing that one on my own. I was doing pretty good, but I'm doing much better now that I've completely cut it out and actually paid more. I'm paying more attention to the labels on things. So I find myself that I don't crave sweets as much. At like 10 or 11 o'clock, my brain would kick into high gear and be like, okay, what can we do now? And I would end up rearranging my entire apartment at midnight when I should be asleep and getting rest, especially towards the end of last school year. I started going to bed later and later and getting up later too. And it was just chaotic. We started with changing my sleep patterns immediately and making sure I go to bed at 10 and getting up at 6:30 every day. And then I've started taking supplements too, which are supposed to ease into, but I jumped all in with that. It's okay. They've been working and I feel so much better. I have less moments where I feel like if I stick my hand out, it's shaking and noticeably shaking. I don't feel I have a little bit of nervousness now, not so much a pit of anxiety in my stomach when I go into different situations. My energy has shot up so much. I don't have the afternoon sleepies anymore. I am ready to go. I feel like I can keep up with my kids now. I don't feel as cranky anymore. I was on Zyrtec for a year solidly, but then on and off for a couple years, especially during allergy season. And now I've completely stopped taking it and I'm taking something else that's working so much better. And I don't have any allergy symptoms anymore. And I even like had a couple days where I wasn't on the new allergy supplement and I was fine. I didn't have any huge reactions. My gas is gone completely and it definitely doesn't smell anymore. And my bloating has gone away as well. I feel so much better after I eat and I don't feel like I look huge. My cold hands they've stopped. I actually feel warmth in my hands now consistently throughout the day. Same with my feet. I have more energy during the day and so I don't feel the need to rearrange my apartment at 12 in the morning or have trouble going to bed. I'm so tired at the end of the day, partly because I'm a teacher, but also because my body's just tired from going through the day that I feel like I can naturally go to sleep now. And waking up in the morning is so much easier too. I've lost at least, I think, like 13 pounds last I checked. It seems like you can't do it, but you are capable of doing so much more than you think, and it'll all be worth it in the end. It's rough at the beginning because it's so much change at one time. But you will slowly start to feel so much better with every change that you make that is going to make it so worth it. And you're going to look back and be like, well, why was I doing that to myself? Why was I living that way? I was doing myself a disservice by doing that.